Hi, babies. We're gonna do a reading. I'm gonna do a reading. You do what you do. I am not your mom. Sorry. What? If you saw that, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. All right. Calm, cool, and collected. My hair looks a little crazy. I had it kind of wrapped up, and now it's just not doing its thing. It just looks flat. Anyhow, what does my collective need to know? It's hot as actual ball sacks in here. I feel like the word of the week has been vile. Vile. Not like a vial, but like vile. So we got an energy here. This is two people feeding off the same energy in different capacities. We've got the Queen of Wands, who is following this Five of Wands energy, your competition, conflict, argument, safety, tension, strife, or lack of safety, tension, strife. And then your King of Swords, who is dealing with this Three of Swords energy, where he's like heartbreak, emotional pain. And then you've got the Five of Cups here, showing like past, but it's crossed. So I feel like something in the past, it looks like it's the same thing in the past. It looks like the Queen of Wands is heartbroken. And this is the way. And the Queen of Wands is experiencing this and offering this. The King of Wands is experiencing this and offering this. It's like this idea of like they're both mirroring each other in like a really weird way, where it's like they're both hurt, but for different reasons of the same subject. It's like something super weird where it's like, I'm not the enemy. Like they really need to sit down. Wow. Huh. I'm not the enemy. This is like not even like a them versus us, but like a conflict versus partner kind of situation, where it's like my partner isn't the problem. That's the energy it's giving here. There's a lot of sixes, a lot of threes, twos. Wow. So we got the Seven of Wands reversed, but I'm not taking it as like giving up. I'm taking it more like, surrender. So the Seven of Wands followed by the Sun, and then the Six of Wands reversed. There's a lot of sex. There's a lot of sexual energy here. Private achievement. There's like, the idea of private achievement made me think of like you thinking and looking back and saying, wow, a year ago today, I would have treated this or I would have done this differently. And recognizing that your surrender meant a lot to this connection. Meaning that whether you were self-sabotaging knowingly or unknowingly or whatever it is, that your exhaustion lit up this idea of like, wow, like through all the fight, through all the strife, through all the stress, through all the struggle, self-development. Boom! Huh. I built myself. I built this shit. Me. Brick by brick. I feel like you're being asked to, oh, wow. We got the Hangman reversed with the Strength upright. It feels like you're being asked to surrender or sacrifice one more thing, and you're like, what more could I give? You have to give you for it. Would you give your, would you give your, would you give your all for you? They never thank me for opening doors, but they ain't even thank Jesus when he died on the cross. Cause your spirit is ungrateful, bitches is so hateful, I remain a staple. It's like, yeah, are you really willing to like give you for this? I'm not talking about like unaliving yourself. I'm talking about, are you willing it's like the way that I'm getting it is like, are you willing to question every aspect of yourself until you know that who you are is who you are for you and not because someone else told you to? It's kind of like this idea of like tapping into meditation as an embodiment of like how most people in meditation, they'll meditate, they'll start recognizing that they have thoughts, they'll recognize that it's either their thoughts or trauma bonds or whatever else, like they'll recognize that their thoughts aren't their thoughts. And it's like, that's where you are, where you're recognizing, but you're doing it in a very physical aspect where it's like you're actively transmuting as you're meditating on it. You're like, okay, so like, let me take 5 minutes to recognize that this is not who my thoughts on me, by me, for me, through me. This is somebody else's thoughts. I'm this and this and that. I'm not who this thought says I am who I say I am. But this is also like focus. Are you willing to say like, who told me to do tarot? I can answer that question, right? But like, what? Knight of Swords, you're getting through a breakthrough. I don't know why I wanted to F that. Knight of Swords with the Queen of Cups. You're figuring out the formula. I always talk about life as like formulas. One of the best lessons that my mom taught me was me panicking during 3rd grade math, and she was like, you learned the formula. The problem is different, but the formula is the same. Just plug the problem into the formula. And I was like, what the fuck? Stands true to this day. You are learning the formula of how to be your most authentic self, how to be your best. Oh my God, my nose is itchy. How to be your most authentic self, how to be your best self, how to be the best version of you that you want to be. And you're doing all of this actively, intuitively, intentionally. What you get your. I feel like I always say like, how bad do you want it? Like when you really like, you're just like, I cannot take this anymore. You will find another way. I promise you. Because at a certain point, it becomes an instability, an insecurity within you. It becomes like a fear. And are you willing to let that go? That's why I say it's like pieces of you. Like you're going to this idea of like surrendering yourself, but not in like a, but like really saying like, I have this thought. I'm getting this a reminder of to take a lot of cabs, and I used to, like, as the wind was kind of blowing in my hair, because I didn't like the smell of the cab drivers. Sorry. I put all the windows down, and as the wind was blowing in my hair, I said, any thoughts that just don't need to be, just blow it away with the wind. I go to the water. Any thoughts, any feelings, any sensations that don't need to be on my body, let it wash it away. Like really grounding into your entrapment. It's like you have an entanglement with yourself. myself. Where did that card go? Hold on. Wait. Oh. Yeah. It's like you have an entanglement with yourself. And once you realize that, like, you can literally, okay, this is a lot more channel than tarot. I'm getting the, what's it called? There's a grounding meditation that some people do where they recognize how strong the earth is. However you do that, right? There's certain people who do like guided meditations and things of that nature. But this idea of like seeing what the earth has gone through and saying, you have carried all of this. I know that you are regenerative. You are infinite. So you're never just going to give up on me, right? There's never going to be a moment where I'm going to look down and the ground's not going to be there. Like, you're going to be there for me. So for the time being, so I can help experience joy, so I can help pour into myself, carry the weight of the burdens on my body. Hold me. Like, it's such a thing to like overlook, but it's like, hold me, you know? You ask the earth to really like rise up and meet me so that I'm thinking of like toe, is it toe? There's been a lot of like tough energy. There's been a lot of like tough toe. You know, like there's I know it's like such a weird, but it is. It's like this idea of TOH, TOPH, TOF, TOUGH. There's a lot of like TUFF. You know, like there's this weird, and I don't know what that's about. But there is this meditation of being able to say, you want to know what? I'm gonna ground myself into the earth because the earth can hold me. To the whole earth, the physical, the whole earth can manage, if instead of screaming into a pillow, go outside and scream into a tree, or you know what I'm saying, or like scream into the ground. Like do something that literally gives the earth. If you're somebody that does like menstrual cycle, and this is okay, niche content, but there are women that like take their menstrual blood and they pour it into nature. But like however you release it into the physical earth, like I know we talk about grounding, this is more than that. This is rooting. This is spreading roots and saying, I will hold you if you hold me. But it's not, I will hold you because I know you hold me, you know? And also, don't be ashamed of what you don't do. There's this weird feeling of like, oh, but I don't do enough to ask my ancestors for help. I don't do enough to, like, just do what you can. I'm getting this idea of like people that say, oh, I don't pray because I can't recognize or I can't remember the prayers. And I'm like, a prayer is just a conversation. You can say, hey, dear God, what's up? Amen. That's a prayer. It doesn't have to be very specific. It's like you're looking for like, oh, I'm not willing or I'm not worthy of being supported by the universe because I don't hug trees. I don't hug trees. I'm supported by the universe in so many ways. Because it's there's so many different things in it. But there is this energy of like you feeling guilt for not doing enough. Let that go. That was one of the other cards here. I think this is one. No, this one. Victim mindset. Oh, but woe is me. But I can't do that. But it's too hard. Shut the fuck up. Okay. With love, with grace, with compassion and empathy and all the great things. Well, not empathy, because that's a made up woke thing. Sorry. Don't dance me now. Yeah. Yeah. What's her name? The blonde lady. She was in White Chicks. Not White Chicks. Two Broke Chicks. Something about chicks. She was in one of the chicks, and that Cinderella movie with her. Yeah. I want you to be like, well, why not? Use why not. If you're asking yourself, why will the universe, why not? Yeah. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.